When we have a look at the machinery that's out in the marketplace, we've been very conscious of the fact that we are playing in a world market, so we need to be competitive in the way we bring our product to the market across the world. So we've got a pretty large business in the UK. We do very well in the USA, Australia, and to be competitive in those fields. And like we developed the Cobra range to compete some of the product that comes out of Asia, and we're doing that in our factory here. The only way we can do that is really to be very efficient in the factory, and to get efficiency happening you really have to invest in modern technology, in machinery that can produce the equipment quickly, efficiently, and very accurately, and to a high quality standard. What did you think of our setup out there?
Well, the thing that sort of stood out to me, and I come back to a conversation we had earlier on walking around the factory, we only found one person who was mopping and polishing stainless.
Yeah.
I've worked for companies that had teams of a dozen people doing that job.
Yeah.
Laborious work with no great thanks. You've eliminated that.
Yeah.
So you're giving more quality jobs that have got more significance. People feel better about what they're doing. And let's face it, in the end of the day, your staff are your business. If they're happy, they produce better.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm seeing going on.
Having the equipment at a high quality then negates the need to polish in the end.
And I'll give you an example where I've seen companies that do have QA and have failed.
Yeah.
Right? And I was on a particular project on an island, and every had not been deburred correctly. Now, what that meant to that company is that I called the managing director. He brought over 4 tradesmen for 2 days.
Yeah.
What did that cost that company? This is what QA is all about. It prevents expensive overruns in staff. All that gets eliminated when you have good QA. And that's why that deburring machine you had down the back there, what a great tool that is.
Absolutely. And I've cut myself on stainless steel that hasn't been properly deburred. And you're better off to cut yourself with a knife than on a rough edge like that.
So they're the things that stood out to me. You know, watching the staff happy at work, watching them doing good work. I see your QA not from inside your factory, I see it on site.
Yeah.
Where I'm not having to send equipment back or have service techniques come out. They come out for the commissioning, it's properly commissioned by your factory trained technicians, and I don't seem to have problems. When that process doesn't happen, finishes off your QA properly, then I start having problems on jobs.